Welcome to another time and another place. We're doing a Lost Legends side story, a little side adventure on an off day, so things might be a little weird. But we're going to have our players introduce themselves because that's what I do to get myself into game mode.
Konnichiwa.
No, wrong game. Wrong game. We are not the Watashida.
Blood from the blood god!
Here right now, we have Blackheart as.
Taryc.
We have Sammi as.
Nim.
We have Markus as.
Lady Emalia.
I messed you up.
Only Sammi was correct. We are going to start with Taryc. You open your eyes. You hear and feel heat. That gentle sizzle. That feels so familiar, so nostalgic. Your eyes open and you see a tent above you. Familiar in styling and construction, you see the little skull idols hanging from it. You immediately recognize the same kind of buildings that you used to sleep in so frequently back when you were still with your Knoll tribe.
That's not a good thing. I'm gonna look around and, without actually getting up, see what I can see around besides the tent and buildings.
But you're trying to do that, staying laying down, or do you mean you're just not getting out of bed? You're sitting up.
Yeah, trying without getting up.
Okay.
Trying.
You just peer around with your eyes, and you can see you're laying in a mass of furs and such. You see the sort of remnants of a meal beside your bed, large bones, barely any meat left on them. You can see what you assume might be your own teeth marks in the bone. And as your eyes drift around, you also see a knoll, a small male knoll, just sort of like kneeling nearby, head sort of down. Looks like he is very gently resting his eyes, but like just head nodding a bit, his body swaying as if like he's fallen asleep sitting here.
Like he shouldn't be falling asleep right
Mhm.
now, most likely. We're gonna get up. We're gonna stand up and sit up, stretch.
You start to stir, and the moment you make noise, that knoll, his head snaps up, a little sort of panic squeak escaping his muzzle, and he then immediately bows his head again and just goes, "What, lady?"
It is morning, I'm guessing, not.
You can see you can see light beneath the the bottom of the tent sort of spilling in. You can see it sort of through the crack of the flaps of the entrance.
Just making sure Knolls traditionally are diurnal, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Were you falling asleep?
My apologies, war lady. It won't happen again. He then immediately sort of bows down onto all fours.
Stand up. I'm gonna start getting up. Stand up. Do I say to the male? Does he move or does he just stay down there?
He is staying down. And you see like that slight quiver on his body, nervousness.
Ah. Ah. I'm gonna. This is the fun part because, of course, she's not sure what's going on, so. She's gonna stand up and I'm gonna walk to door flap, whatever the opening to out of the tent will be. I'm guessing it's gonna be flaps,
Yes.
and gonna open one to see what's on outside.
Right.
Cause
You peer outside, and immediately you see you're in a not huge, but a relatively large Nordish encampment. You see other tents scattered about. Already there are gnolls milling about. You see some like dragging in a large beast, this large Tudian lizard that they've brought down, and you see like other gnolls helping them and preparing knives and such to, cut it up. It's going to be like the day's meal. You see there are gnolls preparing armaments. There are gnolls that you recognize. You see past tribe mates. Last you saw of them, they were chasing you, trying to kill you, crazed almost. But here they seem like pretty calm, and the gnolls that do catch your eyes, like the females, give you a sort of polite bow of the head, not deep. The larger they are, the sort of less shallow, the more shallow it is. The less well built, the younger they are, they bow a bit more. The males actually do sort of deeply bow to you. And go ahead and give me a perception check.
what stat did you? Do we have? What are we using for? Did you roll anything?
Huh?
I have. Did you do the stuff for the stats, or am I just rolling a d20?
Oh, that's right. Stats. I completely forgot about that.
Yes.
That's the one problem with doing this out of order. You just roll a d20 and I'll assign these
Okay.
as we go.
Okay, I will do that. Roll a d20. Here we go. Hey,
Wow.
that one.
You notice nothing. What is Taryk's
I've
current
blind.
wisdom? What is Taryk's wisdom currently?
Currently, here we go for that character sheet too. Should I open the time one first? I want to say it's a 13, but let me double check to make sure that I'm. Character sheet. Roll 20. Don't break. There we go. Yes, 13.
It comes down to an 11.
11? Okay. Yeah, I know my first stat.
Right. You don't notice anything, unfortunately. Except, there are familiar faces here. Not all of them. There are quite a few strange faces. I will tell you what is apparent. No tribes tend to have their own markings, be it war paints, styles of piercings, that kind of thing,
Yes.
You've got a mix here. You can see some of the markings from your own tribe, but you see, like, essentially strangers from other tribes as well.
What was it that the one in the tent called me again?
Leader.
War lady.
War lady.
War-
War mistress
War
or something?
lady.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Is that a title?
I think War Mistress is the most appropriate one.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a title you're familiar with. It is essentially an old chieftain on the warpath.
Okay. Is this bigger than what I? Oh, actually, first thing. do I remember? Do I have previous knowledge? Am I still have my? Do I remember everything that I had up to the point we were in the storyline? Correct.
Yes.
So we know last time we were going into what
Yep.
we think was the.
You have all your memories. This is just you have suddenly walked into that tunnel and woken up here.
Is this, from what I can see, bigger than when I was still part of the tribe?
It seems to be a little bit smaller than your prior tribe.
Okay. Okay, I know that. I'm going to reach up and I'm going to feel the ear, the one that I'm missing part of.
Your ear is whole.
Okay. So that tells me that probably just didn't happen. Gonna name. Would males traditionally have actually been given names?
Oh yeah, they
I'm
have
just
names.
Would someone in my position really pay attention to the names?
Maybe, maybe not. That's really dependent on the gnoll themselves.
Okay. Oh,
You're not going to
just
be giving insult. Well, it's not an
Yeah.
insult that the gnoll is going to act on
act
if
on.
you don't know their name.
I'm gonna turn background. What is your name again?
Karaf, war mistress.
Karif. That's it. Since I was just looking out, we appear to be settled in for a little, or appear to be setting up.
It looks like just the way things are set up, it looks like this encampment's been here for a bit, a few weeks maybe.
Has any news been brought to me when I was asleep?
Yes, war mistress. Your scouts have spotted Cassic worshippers to the south.
Did they say how many?
It's a small band, mistress. 20 at most.
I did hear Cassic, correct?
Mm-hmm.
There may be a new. I'm gonna look around real quick. Do I see anything that shows any sign to any of the gods?
Give me another perception check.
I almost tried to use my form, my original perception. Why do I have +3? Why is okay? Ignore the +3 because for some reason defaults to having guidance on. I'm running 1,000 today.
Wow.
Just roll a d20
so-
and then plus the number. You don't need to use the sheet.
Yeah. So, yeah. I have
So
no idea.
11? No, 9.
It'd be no plus 11 is a +0, so it's just an 8.
Okay, 8. Right.
Alright.
Yeah. You don't see anything. You're still a bit tired. You're sleeping your eyes. Man, I'm gonna give you a take 10 on this though, because I think you're just gonna look
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
We'll make this easy. I just won't give you the other stuff. You see that there are symbols of Korisk. You see that there are symbols of Sotul. You see that there are symbols of Heya. You see that there are symbols of Rinzorin.
Are there symbols of Miris because of
But yeah, there are symbols of Miris.
yeah.
I missed the second one you said because I don't recognize that one.
Sotul.
Oh, okay.
Sotul, Heya, Korisk, Miris, and Rinzorin.
Look up the proper spelling on those. I got close enough to get those spelled later.
Mhm.
Do we have any other scouts that haven't reported in yet that should have?
He starts about his and then shakes it quickly and goes, "None that should have, War Mistress. Only those far afield still to come."
Good. So it's appearing to be early morning-ish, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you can look around, and then like the Turian sun's still like barely over the horizon. Still pretty early. The Gnoll has like gotten up from his groveling position and is just sort of very nervously come up close, not too close, but close to you, and is keeping his head bowed down as he sort of gazes up at you and just goes, "What are your wishes this morning, War Mistress?"
We should probably go deal with the Cassic worshippers.
Mistress does not wish for breakfast.
They should probably eat before we continue. Yes, get me breakfast.
There's a look of relief on his face because knowledge tradition, the males do not eat until the females have, and if you don't eat, the rest of the females aren't going to.
Don't eat. Yep.
And he won't get to eat, and it'll be
Uh-huh.
sad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can see the over where they are like butchering this animal. They aren't cooking it. They are just slicing it up, divvying it up. And you can actually see like these large knowledge females. Many of them battle scarred, wearing armor already. Just sort of looking over at you expectantly.
Yeah. We're gonna head on over there.
You head on over, and immediately you recognize a couple of the females that are from your tribe. There's a Mera and Derin. They are sort of give you like that little upturn of the heads in acknowledgement.
So I'm gonna ask because haven't really dealt that much with those. What would be the type of response to something like that? Because usually I haven't been in that kind of position. Because really, I haven't dealt directly with gnolls besides the one I had to be under.
Okay, again, depends on the knowledge personality. You do have to keep a sort of firm stance, but you can be like you can acknowledge back. It's just a glance or a little nod. You can ignore them. That's socially acceptable as well.
I will give them a slight nod back.
Yeah. And they sort of gesture and just goes, "The choice pieces await you, lady."
Good. I expect nothing less. And I'm gonna.
Yeah, and there are choice pieces. There are like there's the particularly tender parts, or there's the heart. There's quite a bit of offal here.
We're gonna start with the heart.
Right, you take the heart, and that makes some ears perk up, as the heart does represent. Oh, you are imbibing heart. That is courage. That is readiness for battle. And one of them, Mara just goes, "Expecting fight today?"
The scouts have brought word of some Cassic worshippers. Hey, do not expect them to not try to fight.
Crazed ones always fight.
Yes.
Hopefully fight worthy of adding to trophies. And she gestures over into the camp.
Yeah, look on over there.
You can see that there is a very traditional knowledge thing of you have your big trophy display, and you see a whole lot of like no skulls, head. Some of them actually kind of fresh heads. But at the centerpiece, there's this large knowledge skull, and you can see, like, on the sort of pole with it is the sort of necklacing and headdressing of your former chieftain.
Oh, he's going to add more.
And they sort of chitter, giggling and nodding, that knowledge laughter ringing out as they, now that you've taken your piece, start to take their own, and they're going to join you in this morning feast. The Noel's sort of calling out to others to start readying their own battlement, and you see the camp starting to stir as this, like, awareness of we are going to fight starts to take over. And as the knowledge campment picks up in activity, you keep eating your meal. We drift over to Emalia. Emalia?
Markus?
Okay.
Sorry, I was eating.
Oh, all right. Emalia, you awaken to a din of noise. There is the sound of hammers hitting metal, yelling of commands, and just a general loud assortment of noise from all around you. You are in a large, lavish tent. You are laying on an actual bed, covered in, blankets, some furs on top of it. You can look around. It's a sort of like pavilion tent, and you see you've got a bedside table. There's like a picture of wine on it. There's even like carpeting on the dirt.
Living lavishly.
And immediately you, as you're taking this in, you see, like, further down there's like a little tent for observation, but you can see, like, there's another section of this tent where there's a large table, and you see the actual entrance to this tent open up as a armored figure steps in, just going, Ritter von Steiger.
Yes, what is it? She quickly looks around.
And he steps in and fist stamps his chest, and he bows to you, and he goes, "Forgive me, your ladyship. Your companion is causing a ruckus."
Okay. Fine. I'll get it sorted.
And he politely sort of bows to you and then leaves your tent.
What's my inside of this tent looking like?
It is the quintessential picture of a noble's war tent.
Okay.
And judging by the size and, like, the accoutrement and the maps on the table, like, high positioning.
Am I wearing livery, or is it just
currently you're in a
Davidson?
nightgown?
Nightgown, yeah.
But you can look over it, and there is a both an outfit, like, folded in drawers, which you can see, like, set on top of it is like a large necklace that has your family's, like, crest on it. There is a beautiful suit of armor that is currently set up on a, basically just the what do you call them? Stands.
Armor stand?
Yeah. Which you cannot put on by yourself. Just looking at it. But
Can I
yeah.
Just get, like, breeches on and
You can quickly
gambeson?
put on like your breeches and put on, your undershirt and the gambeson on top. Do you put on your family crest?
Yeah.
Right. You put that on, get your boots on, and you can head out of the tent if you want.
Yep. Head out and see what's going on with my companion. Question.
Immediately, you do see you are definitely in some kind of war encampment. Rows of tents, like a large covering sectioned off for, like, where people are clearly sort of having breakfast. You can see smiths, lumberers, and so on at work. This is an army that is encamped, but clearly supposed to be on the move. And you can also see down, like, this air quote street. It's just like the dirt between the tents that they give space on. you can see Fel sort of tossing about, growling, snarling at others, as there are clearly Arcanist soldiers around him, like trying to calm him down, looking incredibly worried and concerned. And you can hear Fel bellowing, "Where am I? Where is she? What's happening?"
She will approach the kerfuffle. Well, I'm here. Settle down now.
Immediately, his head sort of perks up, and then he like barges his way through the soldiers surrounding him,
Easy.
rushing over to you, and he just hisses, "What's happening? Where are we?"
Don't know what's happening. She just kind of puts her hand up to his nose. Easy. All right, rest of you, get back to what you're doing.
You get salutes in return, bows, and they scatter. You can see they are like sort of talking amongst themselves. Like, this is weird, but they do obey your orders.
So I woke up in a war noble's tent, so obviously I have some sort of authority here. She says to Vel.
He nods, and then he's sort of is sort of looking at you, eyes widening a little bit. "You're wearing your father's necklace."
Thought it prudent. She looks down at it.
No, not just his emblem. That's his.
His? She kind of looks at it a little more closely.
Remember the bottom prong holding the gem missing on his. Yours too.
You're right, it is his. Why do I have his? I don't know what's going on. She kind of looks around for. Does she have a scribe or something, or steward, or
you can't see one in your immediate vicinity, but you know one should be nearby in your position.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what's going on, and then work out what happened. Obviously, we stepped into something, and we woke up here. What are they called? They're called stewards, or not squire, because squire would just be a page or underling.
For you, it would be a squire.
A squire?
Yeah.
She will turn quickly back to her tent, and she would just call out in her booming voice, "Squire!"
You called out, and you do call out a couple of times, and then you see sort of like from a nearby tent emerges this large man, graying hair. He's got like a breastplate on that isn't like buckled up yet. He just sort of like pokes his head out of his head and just goes, "Hell, you're looking for your squire?"
"Yes."
The last I saw, he was heading to get you breakfast.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
And he just gives you a quizzical look and just chuckles and goes, "Be at ease yourself, lady," and gives you a like jovial gesture before moving back into his tent.
All right. This is going to be very awkward for the next series of hours, potentially.
Do we wait here, or what do we do?
I honestly don't know. We went. You still remember
is this your tent,
right? My tent, yes. Where were you?
He sort of waves his head over, and you see like there's another large tent down the way. In there.
Okay. Can we?
He is now poking his head into your tent to take a look, and you see him like trying to wiggle his shoulders in.
Okay, go ahead.
He's going to take up most of the inside foyer of this tent, where the table is. You actually hear the table sort of moving across the dirt a bit as he muscles his way in.
She would try to squeeze by his backside and
Yeah.
over.
You can get on in, and he's sort of looking back and goes, lavish.
Yeah, lavish, very lavish. I was in a nightgown for crying out loud.
You?
Yes.
How very proper of you.
Mm.
And he is now just peering down at the table, looking at the various maps arrayed on it.
Can I do the same?
Yeah, you can go and examine them if you want. Would you go ahead? What is your current intelligence score?
Yeah. Oh, hi. 18.
18? Okay. You can go ahead and roll with that same stat.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Wow. You do not recognize any locations on these maps. Based
you
on
seen any
the
of this?
text they're writing, it's Arcanist language, and like there's Arcanist names of places, but you don't know what or where they are. And Fel just sort of rolls his shoulders and just goes, "It's somewhere in Arcanist."
Good. Very astute of you. Is there a desk, a writing desk? Is there
Yep.
letters?
There are.
Can I peruse through the most current letters
Yeah.
or missives?
You can look through them, and you see one addressed to you. And it appears to be from your father. It just says, "My dearest daughter, I'm pleased that the war effort is going well. The Emperor will be quite happy about our family's attempts to put down some of the border rebellions. I sincerely hope that this experience in leadership will serve you well in the years to come. You act with my authority and do me proud."
Well, this kind of says a lot. We're at war with
Dearest daughter. He's never called you
Stop.
that.
Yes, I understand that. Obviously, something else happened that didn't happen. I don't know. We're at war. We're serving the Emperor, which, okay, cool.
Whoa.
Hmm?
He sort of like taps one of his horns.
Hmm?
And then just like pointedly looks at you, glances slightly above your head.
She kind of reaches both hands up.
You feel one horn, and you feel the other horn.
Well, that's different.
And then you touch your face. No scarring.
Scar, okay.
You can see perfectly fine. There's none of that slight fuzziness you get.
I still have the eye, right?
Your vision is complete. Your eyes are normal.
Well, the goat eye and the regular pupil eye.
Yeah.
I think you were
But
born
no
with
scar.
that, right?
I'm asking Vel.
Yeah.
I'm asking Vel. I still
Yeah.
have the weird eye, right?
Yeah, no scar though.
So did I not fight my sister, or did I block her attack? I don't know what's going on. I feel okay. Red War.
You hear the tent flap open, and
Ah!
a young man, just like a few inches taller than you, brown hair, bright blue eyes, wearing just like very basic outfit. Looks like he's got just heavy leathers, that kind of thing. Sturdy, hardy. But he's pretty well built, heavily muscled, but life, and is actually carrying a tray with a large sort of bowl on it. You see bread on it, a like sealed bottle of wine, and he pauses and just goes, "Oh, my lady, and my lord, I brought you breakfast."
Yeah, appreciative. Yeah, set it down on the table there. Vel was wanting a conference, so that's why he's here. And please sit down as well.
He takes your breakfast over to the table and sets it down for you before he sort of looks around and just like grabs one of the small stools in here to sit down on.
Sorry, I am eating. Sorry, I'm eating breakfast.
While
right.
you think about this, we'll quickly go over to Mavis and give you a chance.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I finished eating my
Mavis.
dinner. Yep.
Your eyes flutter open and you sort of stretch out a bit and you're on something very soft. And as your eyes open up, you see ceiling above you. Ceiling that you feel like you've seen like 1,000 times in various different forms. You instantly sort of see that mottled sandy color of a Tudian ceiling.
Makes his temples look weird.
You say that, and as you say that, you move about a bit, and you're definitely on a pillow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up.
You stand up, and you're on a pillow, and you see like you've got your own like little sheets and such, but you're on a larger bed, and there's clearly a bed meant for two because there is another pillow beside you. Nobody occupying it right now, but the sheets are tossed aside like somebody got up. You look around the room. It's small. It's very small.
I'm actually
it's a
surprised
very
it's a
typical.
bed.
It takes up a lot of the space in the room, but it's a very typically Tudian sleeping room.
Nummy.
Space for a bed, barely anything else. You call out to Nomi.
Nummy.
There's no reply.
Arwa? Papa?
Nothing.
Taryc? Cassian? It was deciding the order that she's calling people.
Wow.
Emalia? Iala? Already did Taryc. Noah? Get up. What am I wearing?
You get up and you are wearing the typical Tudian sleeping accoutrement, which is not much at all. Whether you have some undies or a nightshirt on for decency, that's up to you. But and you can see that the directly beside the pillow is the like very tricksy, accommodating like walking surface that goes down onto this like little tiny dresser onto the wall, which has its own like built-in, like actually carved into the stone ramps and such that head down to the floor proper.
Is there a sphinx in here?
You want to look around for a sphinx?
Yeah, I'm looking around for a sphinx. I don't know.
Give me a perception check as you're looking around.
All right. Roll a d20. Because that would be appropriate. All right.
Okay. What is your current perception score?
My current perception score is 14.
Or your wisdom, I should actually say.
Oh, yeah, my wisdom is currently 14. So that's
okay. You can keep that 14.
Okay. So I have a +2 on that. So it'd be a 21.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
The first person to roll above 10 tonight.
Yeah. You look about and you can see, there's the bed. There's like a very small like chest of drawers that would act as like clothes storage and such in this kind of accommodation. There's like a small table that has a large chair, and then like on top of it with that sort of tricksy ramping going up the walls is a smaller little chair set, And then there's just like this little shelves that have various bits and pieces on them. You can see like wrapped around this like piece of wood that is set on there is a hay and holy emblem on a like just a piece of string. You can see that there's your own little personal chest that your clothes would be in. And
hit that.
And there is a sketch of you in the palm of this Fennec person. It's Mitzi. Mitzi has you held up beside their face, and it's just a like little sketching of the both of you.
Oh, that's sweet. I wonder where that got done at.
And as you're sort of looking at that, you hear the door opening. and in steps Mitzi.
Ears go straight up.
Mitzi is just wearing like the very loose shirt, a sort like half dress that only covers really one leg, has her hair sort of done up in a sort of braid, and is just carrying a small bag, and just goes, "Oh, you're awake, my love."
I'm very much asleep. I'm very much asleep.
Having a lay-in, huh? And Mitzi's closing the door behind them and just coming and setting stuff on the table and just going, I thought I'd go to the market and get us something fresh. Just a quick meal before work.
Work?
Yes, I have to go to work soon. I'm sorry.
This what kind of work would you do?
They look a little amused and just go, well, putting up with drunkards and those that likely should be at places other than the tavern.
You should be a priestess.
You see, like their ears actually go down a little bit, and they go, "We've talked about this, love. I choose you."
Okay. So cards on table, are you familiar with that at all? Terms? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I just woke up. But I was going into a Sphinx temple, okay? And I was with a lot of people, and we were on an adventure, and you were a priestess and had left a long time ago, and we haven't seen each other, and I don't know why I'm here.
Odd dreams that you are having. Oh no, we did have
No,
a little bit too much.
I went into a Sphinx temple. That was real. My name is Mavis Jemma Maltori. I am from. I am. I know this is wrong. This isn't the right place. This is the sideways.
They're actually coming over you and quickly like kneeling down. You feel like a very gentle brush of their hand against you as they're trying to comforting, and they're like, what are you talking about, dear?
Oh,
Are you okay?
You left, and you went to Tyrell, and you were a hero, and you were priestess, and you should be there. I went on long journey too. I went to Malady. I joined adventure group. I got to find my friends. We went to Sphinx Temple, and then we're all gone. And where's Nomi? My pseudo dragon, Nomi. He is very fickle. But he is good.
You can see Mitzi is looking at you with like deep concern, clearly worried, but it's just going. It's okay. Calm down.
You and I talked.
You
You can't throw away your life for watching over me. You are supposed to be priestess.
Hey, darling, and you get very gently scooped up as they bring you up to their face and just go, darling, it isn't throw my life away. This is just a different path and one I'm very happy with. Okay, don't beat yourself up about it, please. We've
No, you
talked about
don't
this.
understand. You are happy as priestess, and I found Arwa, and we were all happy, and you should be happy. You should be priestess. Why aren't you not priestess? Why am I here? Where's Fula?
I am happy, they say with a smile, but you can see that smile that is a little strained. Well practiced, but...
No, you are lying. I can tell, and that hurts worse than you leaving. That is bad.
My dearest, we regrets are normal. We know that, but it does not mean that the carnage path is not good.
current path keeps you from being who you need to be.
Who I need to be is the one that is here with you.
But I need to go save people, and if you don't go, then I don't get off my tuchus and go do things too.
But listen, Nim, you can get off your tuchus and do whatever you like. You know that I no pressure on you, but I'd be happy to see you out and having fun doing things. Being cooped up is not it's not great. If you want to do something, we can find you something to do. It would fill my heart with joy for you to see, find a passion to do.
I have to save my papa.
Do you know who your papa even is?
Yes, he is Evans or Maltori.
That's a strange name. But
He-
how do you find this out?
He adopted me in Melody. We were in Melody together.
Malady.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that you have never been to Malady, my love.
She grabs her head. This hurts. No, I have
Okay,
been to
okay.
Melody. I've been to Melody, and I was chosen by Bahamut, and Bahamut was Dingus, and it was there was a Baron or Wrath, and there is a thing going to kill everybody, and we have to save the world, and we need the Sphinx. I need to find the Sphinx. The Sphinx is here somewhere.
Okay. Why don't we go out and clear our heads a little bit? We can eat as we work. Get out of this little room.
I'm gonna try to reach out for Fula. Can I reach Fula?
Yeah. You reach out and you feel nothing.
I need to go to the beach.
The beach. We can walk to the beach. A little far, but I think I can take the night off work. Why don't we do that?
How about
Yes.
you go to work? I clear my head. Okay, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
You sure? You don't seem okay.
Maybe I just need to clear my head. Let me go beach. You go. You go work. But you think about what I said. I would be so proud of my priestess.
You actually see a sad look across their face before they force that smile again and just goes, well, I got you your favorites. Here, you can take this with you. And they're getting out this little tricksy sized satchel from the bag they brought in. And they just go, freshly prepared.
Thank you. You're always so good to me, Mitzi.
You are in my heart. And Mitzi smiles at you before sort of glancing at the, like, you've got this little, like, slit of a window. And they go, okay, maybe I should head off. Are you sure you're okay?
Of course I'm okay. I am. I'm a Maltori. I
Okay.
know what I'm doing. You got this. I got this.
They look very concerned still, but they pick up the rest of the bag and just go, okay, you've got some freshly folded clothes. Your hairbrush is up on your dresser. Okay.
Yes, I will get my things. No worries. I will have a nice walk to the beach.
And they nod a bit before they start to leave, and they're clearly hesitant. They glance back at you before smiling and heading out.
Mitzi,
Yes, my dear?
the mage tower in town. Is it still full of mages?
I believe so.
Okay, thank you.
And they just look all the more confused and concerned, but they slowly close the door as they leave.
I get my shit together.
Right, you can get
And
your shit together.
I have got a. Nah, would I pray now or would I wait? I think I wait. I go for Fula before I go for gods. I go for Fula. Yeah, I'm going for Fula.
Okay, you're able to get stuff together. Your little chest with outfits. There's only a few outfits in there. You're clearly not living a lavish lifestyle here.
This is very similar to what
but
I lived before I got to Malady, so I understand.
very similar. It's essentially basically the same living situation you and Mitzi had, just separately. Only you've combined.
Yep.
But you're able to get dressed and head on out. You leave through the little tricksy door that's built into the walls here. You see immediately the sort of corridor that leads out to show other rooms, and then that like communal eating and dining area that these Tulian essentially apartment buildings have. Sleeping is the only privacy. Everything else is essentially communal. But you are able to head on out onto the streets, and you're still in the same city here that you remember you and Mitzi living in before. This isn't the same building you lived in, but immediately you're seeing familiar street sights, and your body knows the way to things.
Yeah, I know.
It's been a few years for you, but you know your way. You lived here your whole life. And you start heading towards the beach. The walk takes quite a while. You have to head out of the city proper and down a ways towards the waterline. But you do have what was Mavis's favorite breakfast back in Thule?
Honestly, food was just great. She's never been a finicky child.
Gotta have a favorite though. Sweetbreads? Was it meat based? Was it?
It was probably just bread with a bit of butter, because I mean something easy. So.
In that case, you have this bread from you remember there being a particular brownie bakery that was like way better than the others, and this you have this nice little loaf from there, buttered, still warm, butter melted into the bread. And you eat this little familiar taste of home, and soon enough you find yourself at the beach. I assume that you're heading towards the waterfalls. Yeah. And you head that way, and you arrive at that spot, and it's dried out fully, as it was a couple of years ago, drying out. Seems to have been fully done. So you see, there's a bit sort of build up that stops the tide coming in. The water's recessed. Just the changing formation of the beach.
Well, are you here?
And you call out to Fula, and there's no reply. But you also do see movement. You see a little U-scale canopy, tenting, covering. Not a full tent, but just something that shades a work site. And you can actually see a mixed team of brownies and trixies just a distance away from you.
Excuse me.
You see a Trixie sort of turn your way. He gives you a little wave and just sort of motions you come on over.
Come on over.
Yeah. You can see that they are clearly digging, rummaging around. There's a work tools and so on. Looks like they're on break, but tiny little picks, shovels, all that kind of sort of thing. Oh, how can I help you, sister?
What does this work?
Oh, we found some remnants here that we think are worth scavenging.
What of the Marit that was here?
Oh, that is what we think the remnants are from.
Her possessions?
Her possessions, her essence, powerful stuff.
Her essence?
When a great being like that perishes, even diminished, they leave valuable things behind.
She perished?
Yeah, he nods and just sort of looks around and goes, "We're not sure how yet, but seems to be her Merid, and the coastline, the waters have been changing, so I think she was just cut off from her element."
Is there no way to? She looks lost.
You okay? If you're needing work, we could use more hands here.
No, thank you.
And then daughter's blessings with you, sister.
Father's blessings. I'm gonna kind of stumble away, kind of in a daze.
Right. You stumble away, moving away from the beach. Calling out to Fula.
I'm going to stumble away because I want to get like over a dune or something so these guys don't see me. And then I'm hitting my knees and taking a moment. Alright, great Dingus, Dingus, you got the Bahamut, you worked with her, bring her back. Please, don't do this. I don't want this. I don't care. You want me to go fight Maranorath? I go fight Maranorath. I do whatever, but please. Please be full back. Whisper, are you there? Whisper, can you help?
You call out, and there's no apparent reply. You're sort of gazing up at the night sky, and then there's a little twinkle of light. And it starts to grow a little bit brighter, a little bit brighter, a little bit larger. And you realize it's streaking down towards you.
I think I'm going to die.
Right. You accept your fate, and there is a resounding impact in the sand as this bright light hits the beach, just like 20 yards from you, kicking up sand and such, clouding the air. What do you do?
I slowly get to my feet, and I'll start stumbling towards it, because what have I got to lose at this point?
You stumble forward, waving like the sand out, your tail like instinctively trying to light the way. And as you're sort of near this little crater, it feels warm, and you see a head rise up, a pseudo dragon head.
Mommy?
The sand clears, and you see Nomi, golden feathers in their mouth, which they spit out.
What the fuck did you beat up?
And they sort of spread their.
I just rush at him and hug.
Yeah, they spread their wings out. You are able to latch onto them, and they embrace you with a wing, and you get flashes of "Angel's dumb, Angel's dumb."
Angel's dumb. Angel's dumb. Not me. Who is dead? Everybody's
Nomi,
gone. It's just us now.
Nomi flashes at you. Miss you. Been long time.
Long time? I just woke up.
Long time.
I just hug him tight. We're together again, yes?
Nomi flashes shapes of affirmation and like far more shapes of care and love than you've ever received from him.
What the? These are some really big feathers. Who did you bite?
Guardian of Gate.
Guardian of Gate?
Guardian of Gate.
Did you break out of heaven?
Nomi bobs her head.
This thing is gonna be mad at us.
Don't care.
Yeah, fuck them, right?
Nomi bobs her head.
We've got to find Papa.
Nomi nods and just sort of looks around and just goes, "Where are?"
We are where I grew up. We're on Tuli.
Why?
I woke up and I never became adventure type. I never go place.
Why?
I think it is because my best friend never became a priestess. I don't know. It sounds like she decided to stay and take care of me rather than go be a priestess. So I never became upset and met Hula. And then I never went to place, I think. And I never met you. And Does that mean Whisper? Nobody knows about Whisper still? Nobody knows she's out there? She's still trapped in a tower? Well, I guess she's not really trapped in a tower, but she's hiding out in her papa's tower?
Don't know.
I don't know what we're supposed to do, Nami. I could pray to them, but they're probably not going to listen, right?
Nami actually sort of like gives you a very forceful shove with his head, which he tends to do, so like pay attention.
Mhm.
And then just you see those whirling through the dragon eyes staring at you, and he just flashes in your head, be adventurer.
Yeah, the adventurer. You and me, right?
Find.
We'll find them. We'll find everybody. All right. We're going to have to steal some shit, Nami.
Good.
And we got to do one last thing before we leave town. We got to set something right. See that tower over there? We're going to release an Ifrit in there and set it on fire.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go do
All right.
that now.
You start heading towards the tower, and hi, Toby. We flash back to
I'm doing this
Taryc.
in memory of Fula. I'm letting her boyfriend go again.
Yes, I am here.
Taryc, breakfast is finished. Well, finished for those that are important. The males are starting to, grab at the scraps and what's left. And you see a bunch of your cohorts starting to actually get ready, strapping on various bits of plating, thick levers, and so on, gathering their weapons. And that same male Noel who was sort of groveling in your tent is coming up to you, still gnawing on a little sort of piece of meat attached to a bone, and between gnawing, doesn't even remove it in his mouth, just uses the side to chew on it as he speaks. Just goes, shall I ready your armaments, mistress?
Yes.
Okay. And he scurries away, still eating. And you are left to watch what's happening. Go ahead and give me. I want a persuasion check to represent chatter over breakfast, probing, so on and so forth.
Okay. So I don't have my charisma yet, so I will roll a 20. Yay! Oh, that's decent for once.
And what is your current charisma?
Current charisma is a 10.
Okay. You can actually bump that up to a 14.
Okay.
So that'll be a +2 to that roll.
Yes, so 16 then.
Right. It was 16. You were able to gently probe about, asking sideways questions to try and find things out without being weird about it. And you do sort of figure out, oh, you are legitimately leading this encampment of what looks like to be remnants of other tribes. And it looks like your primary purpose is hunting down Cassic worshippers. You're able to probe for a story, and there's that chattering excitement as they talk about when you in your tribe's days of sort of drifting towards Cassic, when you actually stepped up and challenged the leader. You defeated her. You're not entirely sure how you did that because she was a lot bigger than you, a lot stronger, vastly. And it is still a bit of wonder to those that witnessed it, your tribe mates, how her movement seemed sluggish. She just seemed off that day. But you beat her in one-on-one combat. And you took over.
I'm gonna guess by what was here, it's been relatively effective.
Yeah. You clearly have struck down other tribes, or at least rescued members from them. And are on the forward footing of hunting down others, so you're not in a bad position when you're hiding.
Has there been have I seen any signs of priests?
Yes, there are priests here. I think you've probably got about 5 priests here.
Okay,
Strangely enough, one of them's a male, which is pretty rare, but
interesting. Um, do the higher ranked ones that are being around, I mean, do they seem to be people who seem to be former tribe members mostly, or is it kind of a mixed bag on that end too?
as far as you can tell, there's about 10 gnolls here that were from your tribe.
Okay.
The rest of the tribe here, which you think amounts to about 70, seems to be from mixed from other tribes.
Okay. And as I see,
Your little gnollish servant sort of returns to you carrying struggling with what looks like to be armor, and you see that they've actually got this large jagged spear, which they very gently put down before you, and then they start trying to dress you in your armor.
okay.
Notably for you, you could put this on by yourself. This is not like knightly armor. This is just very basic, leathers, bone.
I'm gonna be pretty sure that it is a thing to usually let them be dressed by them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
So
as this is happening, you hear more commotion amongst the camp, like that knowledge, terrifying air quote laughter, the excited hollering and so on. And you see some are you feel like these certain segments of your tribes that were remnants of other tribes still have a little bit of their own cultures and distinctions as they've sort of separated off into groups and are preparing for combat in their own ways. Some are doing ritualistic burnings and then smearing the ash on themselves. Others are doing war paints. Others are basically just breaking these bones, downing marrow, and just celebrating.
well, for once, I am pretty sure that this is mine's the Cassic. Why did I just say Cassic?
Chorisk.
Not right. Chorisk side of stuff. So um after getting armored, the spear, it's not black metal, is it?
It is not.
Okay. Okay, so that doesn't need to follow into this. That's plus. Um, I mean, I know what would be traditional to prepare for hunt for Korisk, and I mean, we're about to do a hunt. So,
All right.
gonna go over with, I'm gonna guess mostly the ones I know knew from my tribe that are probably going to be the
Yeah.
chorus. Have I
Uh,
seen any other signs of chorus worshippers outside of?
Yes, there are a few scattered amongst the other tribes that are clearly wearing
Okay.
Chorisk emblems and such, likely sort of taking after your inspiration and so on. But as you're sort of preparing with your tribe mates, you see that Nullish priest, the male one, coming up to you. And you see them slip back their cowl a bit, those gems dangling around their eyes, giving that multi-eyed, faceted look, and you recognize the face. It's Biran, who was this just small gnoll that was kind of sweet on you back in the tribe, and they just smiled up at you. An old tribe mate.
What was, I'm guessing, was not an priest
You do not remember them being a priest.
in my time. So, do I have any memories? Do I have any memories from this time? The time, whatever's
From this
happening
timeline?
right now.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
none.
That's right. Wanted to make sure before I went further. You said Baran?
Hmm.
Okay. to make sure. It is good to see you, Bran.
It is good to see you as well, Mistress Taryc. Your wards, shall I care for them?
Yes.
Right. And he sort of steps in closer to you and just like pulls out these little like gourd vials, essentially, uncorking them, and he's just like takes paints and powders out and starts tracing them on your armor, and you can see like there are faded parts of these markings already on your armor that he's like redoing, murmuring little words to himself as he does, and then finally sort of moves to your weapon and just um, sort of works his air quote magics along it and looks up and he goes, "May your blows ever find their place."
Thank you.
And he chitters a little and does just like it's a bearish gesture, very slight, but it's that little nudge forward of his head where if maybe he wasn't here in public with you and him in front of everybody else, would probably be just a little boop of his snoot against you.
I will return the gesture very slightly.
He smiles and you see that that little tail swoosh a bit.
Since I'm close, what so if I remember correctly, they keep the icons of the gods that they have affected, correct?
They have a bunch on their staff, and typically, like they might have others requested about their person. Like they wear them a lot.
Do they have a few, a lot?
He
Just
has a fuckload.
interesting.
Basically, every god that would be worshipped commonly on Thule, and maybe even a couple of extras, he has on his person.
On there. Okay. So I'm gonna guess I've got. That's actually an interesting question. Do they have chorus
They do.
in there? Okay. I'm gonna guess I probably
You,
see
you
all the
you do
ones I've
see like a like desecrated Mark of Korisk.
This is an out of character question because this is something I don't think has come up. Is it often that priests and priestesses go to blows about running to priests that have
Not
of
really,
their
because
okay,
frankly, worship is the weird thing for
yeah,
gnolls. Um, and gnolls that do worship tend to view it from a thing of like, I will say nice things, so you will give me
or give me
things.
things. Okay, okay, so there's not going to be infighting among
No.
your priests and priestesses. Okay, um, that's another one. Did the different herb priests? If I get a rough idea of how many tribes, does it seem to be about how many Urs there are
Yeah,
also?
I'm going to say there's probably, but predominantly there's probably like four other tribes beside your own. But you think there might be like scatterings of one or two people from other tribes. It's not enough to really represent anything.
Yeah. So, but the Ur priests represent the major tribes that I have with me. Then,
Maybe.
you said there's 5, I think.
There are five priests, including your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, great. I forgot. Forgot the name. The male that was in my tent.
Baran?
No, the one that was in my tent, the one that brought
Oh,
my armor.
I've forgotten his name as well. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Is he still around?
Yeah,
Or
he's lingering nearby you.
Actually, I might even just know this. Do I know whoever would be? Would I directly direct the scouts, or would someone else be doing that under me? My orders.
You don't know. Like it
Okay.
could change based on what you want to have done. You could one day just go to one of your subordinates, handle that, or you might take direct charge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn towards the other male and I wish to know more information of where the Cassic worshippers are. which of the scouts was the one that reported it? Do you know?
Carla, mistress, shall I fetch?
Yes.
And he sort of grovels away and sort of just leaves you alone with your priest now. The rest of your tribe mates have sort of moved off to like handle. Noel sent to operate in groups of 3. Essentially, they've got a leader and a couple of warriors with them. So they're sort of air quote units.
Okay.
And they've sort of moved off to sort out their own people. And your priest sort of looks up at you, looks around, and just goes, "Would you care for help, mistress?"
This is gonna probably just be a insight. I'm gonna try to figure out what kind of help he's offering without directly asking.
Go ahead and give me an insight check then.
My whole whopping D20, because wisdom is 0. 18.
Just judging by his hushed tones and like the way he sort of glances about, probably something that knowledge culture wouldn't approve of. And yet he acts as if you are familiar.
Actually kind of curious. Yes. No one's around right now.
He steps in close to you and moves into his robes and just pulls out a couple of files and starts acting as if he's blessing your weapons again and just going, "The finest from our brownie friends. Of course, do not let meat be consumed of those you defeat."
You're making roll to try to figure out.
Burn the magic
I
sample
hate
like you
you.
did with Chiefess.
Poisons.
I hate that sleep poison's being used for murder again.
This is not sleep poison.
Yeah, no, this is poison. I think the sleep poison being fed to somebody would be less of a worry than they just died. I will remember that. Thank you.
And he coats your weapon and then just pushes something into your other hand and just goes, "Button, spring, launch, needle. Yes, you remember."
Yes.
"I wish you best, dear."
Thank you. You're always so good.
He smiles and just sort of goes, "I believe in you. Bright future for us."
Thank you. Bring a bright future.
And he nods and just sort of like bows his head, still respectful to you, even though he's speaking very fondly, and just sort of moves off towards the rest of the knolls.
The item he put in my hand, is it something that you just conceal in your hand or something?
Looks like a little tube that you could like pretty easily hide in your grasp. And there is like a little like depression bit on it that if you press it, maybe something comes out of that tube.
I'm feeling I'm not supposed to let whatever come out of the tube be till I'm ready to use it, because I would probably end up having other issues. But gonna stash it away carefully, making sure I can't press it.
As you're stashing it away, you hear footfalls behind you, and then you see this young knoll woman. She's pretty life. Still looks like you basically consider an adolescent. But she yaps at you excitedly and does this like little noddish salute, just arms across the chest. "You wish to see me, Wild Mistress?"
Yes, I wish to know more about where the Cassian worshippers are, where the mad ones are.
"We found them in the rock formations before the dunes. They have taken a hiding like cowards in cave."
Do we know much about the caves that they're in?
Small amount. Likely more entrances elsewhere, but Sandstorm, they hide them, yes? Should be water living caves. And if they hunt things, then they could hold there a long time.
Or they may go deeper and we may have a true hunt.
This excites Mistress, yes?
Yes. Do we have a count of how many we know are in there?
We saw at least 20, Mistress.
Well fed or
Well fed.
otherwise?
Looks like they may have hit the Drow encampment on their way.
No.
Adults look frenzied. Still smart, though. Not all gone. Children afraid. But will likely fight.
We will see what happens. So, no judging frenzy standard thing in.
You experienced it yourself in your past. The Cassic worshippers, they can be very aggressive, but they can also actually get to a point where, like, they become, well, frenzied, berserk. And they barely control themselves amongst their compatriots.
Yes, but it's something specifically with a Cassic. It's not a
Yes.
Knoll.
No.
Okay. Do I, from what I know, is it kind of random? It just kind of happens, or did something usually trigger it?
It tends to happen during killing.
Okay. So they probably got
Essentially a blood frenzy.
Yeah, they probably been relatively recently on the kill then. About how far from here are they?
Oh, not far. 2 days travel. Faster if we do not rest. May I ask of Mistress?
You may.
This scout, this young scout, sort of clutches their hands together, head tilting, hopefully, and she just goes, "May I join combat, please?" She's about the age where she'd be expected to actually start hunting. Actual, like, intertribe warfare, probably a couple of years off for her, but
Why do you? Wow, I can't talk today, obviously. Why do you wish to join?
I wish to help Mistress's vision, bright future. Wish to earn name, glory.
Anything I can tell if what tribe she's part of?
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Investigation.
What is your current intelligence?
Current intelligence is a 14.
Okay, let's see how well you roll.
So 18 on its own.
Okay, 18 on its own. We're going to give you we're going to keep you a 14.
Okay, so 20
Yeah.
then total.
You look over and you actually think if she was part of any tribe, you don't think it's any representation left beyond her. The various little markings and accoutrements on, you don't see any stylings that are familiar. And there is a look of, like, desperate hope of trying to prove herself in her eyes.
You wouldn't be considered a child for Knowles, correct?
To Knowles, no.
Okay.
I'm assuming like the sooner somebody gets to hunt and claim themselves, the better their standing in the tribe becomes.
Standing, yeah.
So this is somebody who has
She,
good
she,
standing.
she is likely pretty bullied by the others still at this point.
Since you
Like,
brought this information,
scouting is male work.
Yeah. Since you brought this information to me, we will give you a chance.
Her eyes light up. That her tail wags about, swishing excitedly, and you can see that your words have way more impact than you expect. As she just goes, "You will lead to bright future. Thank you, mistress."
She's gonna be the first one.
And she sort of bows to you and then sort of runs off, yipping excitedly at what must be her little scout party.
Hopefully, she does fine with this. Might still be here, so there is also now someone to kind of watch out for in the fight.
All right. You are able to get your encampment going. The stuff. I think there's an expectation from people that you'll return here, so the encampment's actually left up. But your warriors do head out with your basic supplies and packs with you with them.
Are most people staying behind, or are most going with them? I'm not sure. It's a split on basically warriors versus other
You've
things.
you've got about 30 going with you.
Okay. So
A couple of the priests come along. Yours does not.
Okay.
All right. Emalia.
Yep. I.
What do you do? You've got this. You've got your squire, apparent, sitting there with you.
I had a bit too much to drink last night. What's the situation currently?
Of what, lady?
Of our mobilization against the border conflicts.
Yeah, he sort of he looks a little bewildered he's sort of stiffens up as if like, oh, this might be a test for me, and he just goes, we are still stationed outside of Stratton Tost, your ladyship. We are waiting for their negotiating party to arrive. We are ready to move onwards if they agree to our terms. If not, then we will, of course, take the town. Your men are at the ready. Supplies are still holding good. We will likely need to take from them some if we are to move on. Your campaign's going well, lady.
It's good to hear something like that. You did well. Thank you.
And do you wish to meet them in full suit, lady?
It would be prudent to show strength and force.
As you often say. He sort of nods and gets up and sort of just gestures towards your suit of armor.
She will stand up and kind of roll her shoulders.
All right. He will proceed to like start to like he actually polishes bits of armor before he starts putting them on you. That kind of
It's, this is so awkward because it's just like um how have you been finding the campaign thus far?
Um, there's a note of hesitance in his voice before he just goes,
Speak true.
I am, of course, fully committed, lady, and I understand the brutality of warfare. However, I will admit that it is wearing on me a little. Not enough to stop me, of course.
How long has it been since we've taken leave of tour for you?
He sort of seems to like be rolling his eyes back as if he's counting in his head, and he just goes, "Our last pause, like our long one.
Yes.
It's been over a year, Mom."
We'll gauge what the situation is after we take Stratton Toss and what the negotiations are. But it may be prudent for a bit of R&R for the men.
I really? I mean, of course. As you wish, lady.
Uh, just a short stint before we march out again. Get some collect our wares and supplies prudently, of course, but if we achieve victory here, then it should be something that should be celebrated without any pressing endeavors on us.
Yes, Mom. I'm sure all the men will be pleased at the prospect. It should spur them on to act swiftly if there is resistance here.
Hmm.
And he sort of buckles the last of your armor in place, and does a few like tug checks and so on, and then just sort of like holds your helmet out to you.
She looks at the helmet. How does that
Um,
look?
it is styled in like this draconic countenance of ferocity. It is your armor is purple, but like very deeply so. And the armor itself is styled in the visage of like stories of the first, and the fact that like it has these red gems setting around the eye slits.
More
You'd,
like
you'd
dark
think this,
armor, flares, and
yes,
yeah, spiky. She she kind of just clutches the armor and nods, the helmet and nods.
Mhm. Shall
Let me
I?
know when. Go ahead.
Will you be taking your sword or the axe to this meeting, Mum?
Sword.
He actually smiles at that and just sort of pulls off the stand this sheathed blade, very simple, like practical blade. You can see on the stand is a large axe as well, and like its head is crusted with blood.
Again, we'll see if the negotiations are accepted.
Yes, lady. Any other preparations you need me to do?
Give me the reports for this evening's watch. I want to assess if there's any potential bad actors that were fleeing Stratentos.
I'll go collect them from the watchman.
Thank you.
All right. And he salutes to you and will leave your tent.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Should we just leave?
To do what?
No,
What are we
no,
supposed
not.
to do in this?
I don't
Why-
know.
There has to be something to Sphinxes. Okay, we've walked into the Sphinxes temple. What do you remember? What the last words were? The chant that we heard in the halls.
I'll be honest, I wasn't paying attention.
I was paying attention to my surroundings, but not so much the words. Those are other people's jobs.
Listen, I'm adventuring. I'm okay with. It can be a laugh, but war. I don't want to be at war. I don't like this. Look, it sort of rears up a bit. I've got scars.
You've been through it, yeah. She looks at the map. How far are we into Hexenreich? Where's the closest thing she has any recollection
Unfortunately,
of?
these are local maps.
These are all local.
Yeah.
Okay.
This, and again, you failed on your roll to know this region, so you don't know.
Yep.
Fly us out of here.
To what end? We'll be chased down as deserters. I mean, yes, I'm the lady of the whatever conflict this is, but it's
So
not like
couldn't you just tell everybody to turn around and go home?
the Emperor would have our father's head. I'm essentially in his stead. That's what that letter was about. I'm acting in his direct authority by the Emperor's will. She looks at the axe, just kind of walks over to it and picks it up.
All right. You heft it up. You can hold this pretty readily. Yeah, it's ornate in the sense of like it's overbuilt. And the ornamentation on it just sort of lends itself to a look of brutal efficiency. It's not pretty. It's not gaudy. It's just gothic.
Mm-hmm. I've never wielded an axe. Been lances and swords.
You're on to trained with one. Why would you have one now?
It's well used. She puts it back on the rack. She clasps her gauntlets together. Shoot, what was Magic's name? It was M something. I don't have that in my notes. Crap. Okay. She no. Morgani of secrets and power of magic, will of dragons. I am of a loss this day. I've encountered a sphinx and I'm here now, out of place, out of time. I have no knowledge of what is happening. Is there any guidance that can be given forth in your wills?
Right. Do you say this as a prayer? What do you do?
Yeah, as a
Right.
prayer.
You actually you clasp your hands together, you close your eyes, you speak these words, and silence lingers in the air.
She kind of shakes her head for a moment. The greatest mother, Hea, of profound wisdom. I am on a trial by one of your most beloveds. A sphinx has led us down this path, but I know not what means or trials that have been set upon me. I am unknown to these situations. I am sorry for my loss. What guidance do you have for a confused daughter of yours?
Right. You pray, sort of waiting a moment, hoping for guidance for a reply, and you hear the tent flap open. That same
She looks up.
figure that you had told you where your squire was earlier, now in full plate himself, helmet held under arm, just pokes in and just goes, "All right, we're going to the meeting."
Yes, we are going to the meeting. I was
No axe today.
preparing. Mm, no axe today.
Oh, well, it looks like you're being kind to them then. No executioner. Come on then.
A sword is still as efficient. It's just a little more personal.
Oh, not as terrifying considering your reputation, though. Still, I'm pleased to see it. We can have the
She
bloody handed
kind of
another time.
she looks at Phil as she walks out. All right. Let's see what choice they have made.
I take it you're agreeable to their terms, if you're not putting on a show for them.
Say that again. What? Sorry.
I take it you're agreeable to their terms then, if you're not putting on a show for them.
What were the terms?
He actually sort of stops mid-stride and gives you a look. You're joking, yes?
She smiles. Unfortunately, I seem to have misplaced that. I think the
Oh.
long campaign has worn thin a bit.
It happens to the best of us, he says, with a tone that says, like, no, it doesn't. But he just goes, they had begged that you leave their officials in place and, left them their men, the war able. They would swear fealty in exchange for essentially being untouched, save some tribute in coin and food.
This is what he's saying, that these were my terms to them, or
That was what they were begging of
they're
you.
they were begging of me.
And you sent them away. He says, like, it looks like he's trying to lead you on, as if you should know this. Saying that you would leave their men if you could take their heads.
They did stray from what they were meant to be doing.
You
She
Are you quite fine, Ritter?
What did he say?
Are you quite fine, Ritter?
Rita. That's Rita?
Mhm.
Troubled sleep, troubled dreams.
We should be presenting United Front, so what are we doing? Are we leaving them be, or are you going to, act on your word? I have no qualms either way, but I must know.
She straps the belt to her hip. We will present a front that is off the norm. Something that they can seem to see that we are agreeing.
Off the norm. Kindness, then. And he actually puts an arm around you. There's that clank of metal as he pulls you into this nightly shoulder hug. And he actually laughs and just goes, there's the soft touch. I knew it was still in you.
Can I roll insight on that?
Yeah.
Just D20?
Yep.
Okay, 6.
Right. You have no bonus to this, by the way.
Yeah.
This stat is going to stay like this.
My insight normally is like I follow words.
Yeah.
I have no guile.
But you get nothing from this, but he does sort of laugh and just go, didn't think my squire would turn out so brutal in her own leadership.
Mentally, I was a squire? Right, well. We have to always make sure that we can keep them guessing. Keep them on the wrong foot because the looks can be a bit
I'm
more
actually going to give this
valuable.
to you now that he's said that. You look at him, you remember when your sister was offered knighthood? Or
Yeah.
essentially the chance to train to become a knight? Oh, he's definitely grayer, but I think this might be the man that collected her.
Let's get this done.
He nods, and you walk with him, and you see here actually sort of waves upwards, and you see that there is another small drake, a young dragon in the sky, who just sort of twirls and just like follows above your guys' path, as Fel follows along with you. And you guys start heading out of the encampment.
She turns to Vel and just gives a thin smile and a nod.
He actually looks at you in confusion, as if like the eye saying "what" before he glances upwards and just goes sort of looks it back up and forth like, "Do you want me to go up?"
She does. She nods.
Yeah, and he takes to the air to go see this other dragon. All right. Mavis.
Yep.
How's burning?
Yep.
You leave much the same way you remember leaving last time. The screams of mages, the laughter of not just an imprisoned Ifrit, but an angry, mournful one as well. As Ifriti is well aware of the loss of somebody he cared for, and he is taking it out on his mortals that dared capture him.
Yeah. I feel like Nim probably whispered to the bottle before she shattered it that I loved her too. I'm so sorry. I couldn't do this for you sooner. And just get him out and then just start walking out with Nami.
As you exit the tower, you can see like the flames engulfing it, and one of those flames actually flickers down to the ground, this small ember that then just rises up into not entirely a humanoid form, but you can see like the suggestion of arms every now and then coming out of the flames, and like those burning embers of eyes. And in a voice that sort of crackles in the air, you just hear, "I will owe nothing. So claim what you want now."
Power. Unless
The
you can
power to
get
do
me to a
what?
sphinx. I don't care.
I
Or can you find me a wizard? Well, not one of those.
could find you a wizard to burn. The power I can do. The power of flame. The fire to burn your own enemies.
I will take it because I cannot have the power of water. And that should have been mine.
Then as we are both robbed of what we deserve, I will give you what I can. And
Thank you, great
you
one.
see a tendril of flame sort of like just creeping through the air towards you, like a hand reaching out.
I will take it.
Right, it comes down to your level, and it does burn. It hurts at first, and then you feel that burning turn to warmth, and then your hand grasps around this tendril flame, and you feel power. It's not the same.
No.
With Fula's gift to you, you felt the flow of water. You felt like almost this becoming part of a greater whole, of being a droplet added to the pool,
Mhm.
to the river. This feels like you're containing power, something coursing through you, wanting to be unleashed.
Mhm. It's
so much more destructive, but it is yours.
Be free, great one, as you should have always been.
And you, I hope you gain whatever you desire.
I
And
already
he does
lost
not.
that. And I
He does that like slight nod as if like he understands that, and then the conversation's over. He just flickers away in ash, and that fire rages on.
Mhm. All right, Nami. Not using an inferior product now. But we're gonna
Nami
be
just
adventurers.
nudges his head at you and just sort of glances around and goes, "Where now?"
We steal, we take, and we travel. We have to get to Malady. We'll have to go up the coast. I need to get to the shipyard again. We'll get money, and we will go find them. I'm going
Have
to get.
coin?
I don't have any coin, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get some. We might be hungry
Where from?
sometimes. We have to take from people, probably.
Need to get things to go.
Need to get things to go.
You have things now.
I have my things. Should I say goodbye to Mitzi? Or should we just go?
He tilts his head side to side and just gets flash. You get flash of Mitzi dead.
Mitzi alive here.
Mitzi friend.
Mitzi friend.
Friend goodbye.
Friend goodbye. We go say goodbye to Mitzi. And maybe we grab some of the spoons from my house and I can start to practice. I don't know if the words are in my head. I know the sound in my head. I don't know how to make it come back out again, you know?
I do not remember how be big.
It's okay. We can be not big together.
He nods, and then he's just gonna like very gently put his neck down. Normally he's like picks you up, props you on him, but he just like very very gently lowers himself.
Sorry, we don't have a saddle. No. Pull myself up.
Yeah, he lets you get up and then spreads his wings out, but pauses briefly and just goes, "Got to see her grow up."
She was okay?
He bobs his head.
Oh, no, me. I give him a big hug. You get to be with her?
He bobs his head.
This is a good place, then. You got to be with her.
Was happy to be with her, but missed you.
I missed you, too. I was turning around in the room, looking for you everywhere when I woke up.
I heard. I fight.
You fight.
I bite.
You bite. How did you know where I was? How did you hear?
I heard.
You heard? But we are not connected anymore, magic.
He tilts his head upwards and just goes, heaven, good place. Here things need to.
Oh. Well,
But Bastard Angel's not good.
Bastard Angel not good. Or golden feathers. I hold up one of the feathers.
He bobs his head.
Wonder who this was. Do you think Rick Beale would know who this was? Or Jim?
Maybe.
Not yet. All of them. I don't think any of them would listen to us right now because we are not big adventure types. Not important. Not people. But you know what? Fuck them. We are going to get this figured out on our own.
Angel did not see you.
What do you mean did not see me?
I ask. I point. I explain. Not see you.
Did not see me? I don't exist?
There's that bob of his wings and that shrug.
No. If they can't see me, they will fucking hear me. Right?
Yes. And he's going to flap and start flying
Mhm.
and then go, don't know where going.
I will nudge with it on his neck to direct him
Yeah.
through the streets to get him to where we gotta go.
Yeah.
They're not
you,
going to come looking for you, are they?
Don't care.
No, I care about if there's a fucking angel coming after us. I just want to know.
He was surprised I was there. Don't think so, me.
Well, maybe he not find you now. All right, so we're gonna go back
Stupid
and
angel.
get stuff.
Right, you're gonna raid your apartment for what little you actually have.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal a pair of brownie-sized spoons, and I'm gonna do practice taps to see if I remember how to do
You
this.
feel uncoordinated.
Okay, I know what. I
Like-
think I
Like you know
remember
in
the
your
beats.
head.
Yeah, what it's supposed to sound like,
You-
but I can't make it.
Yeah, it's like that muscle memory's gone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep practicing it because I'm gonna get back there someday. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be mine again.
Right. You are able to raid your apartment. Do you want to try and find Mitzi before you go?
I'm going to try. Yeah.
They did mention working in a tavern.
There's probably one nearby.
Yeah, you know of a few nearby, and you can check them pretty quickly. And
Especially with
on
Mommy.
your third one, you sort of land and you can see like, oh yeah, there's Mitzi inside, just sort of like whirling through the packed crowds, carrying food and drink, planting it on tables, and just looking relatively happy. If like it's working, it's work, but they
Mitzi,
seem happy. Him, you came out. Do you want to come in and in a minute? Mitzi sort of like waves at a customer that's this like dwarf that's like gesturing like bring me my stuff. As Mitzi like puts it back down on the counter and is just coming over to you.
that's it. Mitzi, this is Nom Draskillen. This is my pseudo dragon.
You got the pseudo dragon?
I told you I had a pseudo dragon that we traveled around on Melody together, right, Nomi?
Nomi is just like staring intently at Mitzi, and Mitzi's ears perk up, and it's like, oh, rude. Okay, this sort of dragon's very eloquent.
Isn't he just a pat? We are going away
Wait.
now.
What? Where are you going?
I have to go get my papa back.
This.
I don't want you to worry about me, but I will be okay.
Mitzi is actually like motioning you come out back.
Yep, we're out back with Nomi.
Right, a little less packed, a little more quiet. Mitzi sort of catches it. Okay, so maybe sort of dragon's real, but that's you were dreaming. That it's not.
It is not a dream. I have destiny that I need to chase, and you need to chase yours. And I'm gonna take some of those golden fucking angel feathers that you take these and you go pray to Hea and you tell her that your dear friend wants you to be a priestess and that she knows that Muhammad's true name is Dingus and that Lorne has a baby child with Jim and their name is Whisper and that she should take you serious or something because you are wonderful and you are going to do great things. She will be so proud of you, okay?
They're sort of looking down at this feather that you've handed them, and they sort of regard it for a moment, and then they look at you and just go, "Did I not make you happy?"
You make me very happy. But you know what make me very happy? Is you getting to be who you really are. My happiness is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to make sure that you be the best Mitzi that you are. And you know deep down, you love taking care of these people and this community. And you would take care of so many other people and you would make everybody better for having you in their lives. And it is selfish of me to keep you. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to burn down every goddamn tavern on the way if I don't find my papa. And I'm gonna light fire in my hand.
You like that fire in your hand, and Mitzi sort of looks you over, and I'm gonna get Mitzi's character sheet. I'm gonna roll for Mitzi, and Mitzi just goes, "You are different."
I am not your name. I am Mavis Jemma Maltori. I was adopted by a great Marid and a wonderful necromancer. And I will see my family back together. And your name will be better for it. She will become strong. And she will be somebody that you will be proud of. And she will be proud of herself. You both deserve to be happy. Go be a priestess.
You're going to the docks.
Eventually, I've got to get the right docks. But yes, I'm going toward the docks. I've got to find an old human man who is bony and wobbly. If you see him, this Ebenzer Maltori, you tell him I am looking for him, okay?
Mitzi slowly nods, and you can actually see tears welling up in their eyes.
I love you, Mitzi, but I love you enough to know you deserve better. We are holding on to something because we cared about each other in childhood. And you feel like you've got responsibility to me. But I'm not afraid to go out there and do this. And I know you're going to do something wonderful.
I'm so sorry that I was not the one to bring you this happiness, but
You got me there.
I'm glad that you have apparently found someone that you are happy.
I am happy. And you are going to be so happy. You go and you get so much pregnant for both of us, okay? And big chest.
Missy smiles a not very happy smile, but they try. And they just lean down and plant a very gentle but big kiss on your forehead.
Yeah, lean up and give her a kiss back.
You have the best of days and the brightest of nights.
I will. You will always shine bright in my sky.
They wipe their eyes before they stand up, and then you see them just like sort of yank this apron off and just go, screw this job.
Yes. Go to the temple where you belong. And remember what I said. You tell Bahamut he is Dingus, and that Whisper is the daughter of Jim and Lorne. And she's real.
I'm still not 100% certain that this is not some kind of madness, but I trust you.
Well, if it is madness, the gods will ignore it, won't they?
Mitzi just nods a bit and just looks about and just goes, so this is goodbye.
This is goodbye. Be safe, Mitzi.
Be
I will
safe.
pray for you, and you pray for me. Goddess's love is always upon you. And I think
The
it is on me
love
too.
is always on you, as is mine.
I love you, Mitzi. Goodbye.
I love you, Nim.
Come on,
And,
Lemmy. We're going to do dramatic exit now.
And yeah, you can do the dramatic exit, seeing Mitzi sort of just standing there watching you go. You're able to leave the tavern, and Nomi just goes, "That's sad."
Yeah, that's sad. No, let's go steal some money from some people so we can buy boat passage.
Okay. Right. Nomi's just gonna like swoop to the nearest vendors.
I feel like what
Tommy
we're
is
going to
a
do is a
bad
series
at
of
that
drive-by
already,
drop-downs, grabbing
Uh-huh.
couches off tables and just flying off
Pouches
again.
off tables, people that are handing coins across. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just doing that.
Right, and you make your way to the docks to book passage.
Yep, we're going to book passage.
Where do you want to go?
Well, I have to go to the next boat over because this is not the place that you do to get to Malady. So I'm gonna need to.
Do you want to book boat passage, or do you want to get overland passage to?
Well, the thing is I think the boat might go faster to go from this place to
It would.
that. So I'll probably book boat passage.
Okay.
So
Right, you just get a coastal boat that goes down the coast.
because I need to go to Eldarin or it's one of those ones because I'm up at like El something else right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're further north.
I'm way further north, so I'm gonna book passage and then make sure we have enough food for me and Nami for that because I think I'm up at Al Dahab or something like that. And yeah, we'll book passage, and Nim is gonna spend a lot of the tribe trying to practice her singing and playing her stuff again and doing her spoons. That's about what I can do on the boat.
You're able to do that, and so begins your long journey. Cassian,
Toby.
Sorry, what?
Cassian. You are welcome.
You're in this now, buddy.
I'm going to be wrapping up soon here because I am getting restless myself, but want to get this started. Cassian, you're awoken by a rapping on a door. And you immediately hear it opening as you're opening your eyes, and you see your father poking his head in, and he just goes, "Up and at it, sunshine. We got to get on our way."
What?
Come on, wake up. You can't lay in all the time. Can't leave me doing all this work. He sort of laughs a bit, and he's actually just coming in and just picking up like your shirt from a nearby chair, throwing it at you.
Catch shirt.
You catch a shirt, and your reflexes to catch that shirt were quick, and you're looking up at a very muscular arm.
Whoa.
Off
I'll be out in
Cassian.
a second.
All right. Listen, if you get up quickly, we can have breakfast. Otherwise, we're eating as we go in.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to leave you in your room.
And I'm gonna get up, go, where the fuck am I? I don't
Immediately looking
remember coming
about,
back.
this looks like an inn room. Like, there's no decoration for yourself here or anything. And, like, in rooms at this point. They all blend together in the same familiarity.
Rub my face.
You rub your face. You got a bit of stubble. Your features feel a bit more built out, as in like well fed. And like you look down, and oh my god, that is a toned chest.
I'm not gonna argue about abs, but the fuck. I'm gonna flap out the shirt to get wrinkles out and put it on. Okay, where the hell am I?
You put on this hardy traveling shirt, and you look
And
about. You've got
I'm patting.
in the corner, big set of saddlebags.
Grab it. Do they look like they're mine?
They look like they might be yours. They're here with you.
Okay. Grabbing the saddlebags, opening them up.
Inside you see letters, parcels. In one side, the other side seems to have look, there's some provisions for travel. Looks like it might be your stuff for bedroll.
Where's my book?
You look about, no book.
Where the fuck is my book? Why am I here? Where the hell am I? All right. I'm heading out. Still rubbing out. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm with Dad apparently, which means I made it back to Portsmouth at some point. I don't remember going back, and I'm just trotting down, looking around.
You trot down, and it looks like you're actually on the first floor, so you're able to just step out into the corridor and then into the improper. This halfling lady sort of looks at you and just goes, "Oh, up and early, Roland. The pa was throwing a fit about getting going, so I prepared stuff for you to eat on the run. But do you want to sit for breakfast?"
If he's wanting to go, we should go.
You know, your man going out and forth in the with the mares is always vexing the way they treat him. So I imagine he's keen to be out of here.
Okay. Thank you.
Right, and she's actually sort of just points at a bag resting on the counter that's clearly just retro provisions, as if go ahead, take it, and just give you a little wave as she's going back to writing in a ledger.
Wave back. Okay, don't know her.
That's the worst thing. We don't know anybody's names. So we're like, oh.
Right, you grab the bag. You head for the door.
Yep.
Right. You step out into what looks like to be a little village. You see your father nearby talking to somebody, taking a package and some coin from them, which he's putting into his own saddlebags. And he glances back at you and just look at that sort of, you can see that harried look of somebody that really wants to go, but he's just go. So do you want to stay for breakfast, Roland?
I hold up the bag.
Oh, good lad. All right, let's get going then. It's been a bit too long here then.
Where are we
don't
going?
want to be behind. We're going. What do you mean? Where are we going? You're not a route by now.
Sorry, head foggy.
Okay, well, we're going to stop in at Dartford next, and then onwards before we circle back. Yeah.
All right. We have stuff for Portsmouth, don't we?
Portsmouth. Portsmouth. No, but I don't think they could pay us enough coin to go that far.
All right.
You'd have to get a boat.
Boat?
Yeah, Portsmouth is way further south.
Do I recognize the name of this town at all?
You look around and you don't see signage.
Okay. The only thing we can do is go.
Right,
now,
you got all your stuff? You haven't left any packages behind?
As far as I know, everything is in my bags.
Right, good lad. Okay. All right, let's get going. We'll see what Rosie's packed us to eat. And he's sort of coming up beside you and just sort of
just
taking
casually
the bag from you.
Just casually handing the bag over. Okay.
Oh, look, Honeycomb. She's such a sweet.
I just smile, and in the back of my head, I'm going, okay, I don't have any of my components. I don't have my book. I don't need to prep anything because I had everything prepped yesterday. And I'm just...
cast spells.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
And I'm digging through, just looking for sending or anything that can get me in communication with someone.
You look about your person. There's nothing, no books, no scrolls, nothing like that. You try and think, and you can't remember the spells. It's like if you go a few days without preparing things, you don't know them. You need to re-prepare. And then you try to think on cantrips, and you don't remember.
Oh, I'm just muttering, yo, you've got to be kidding me.
And something got your tail.
You know,
Oh.
intriguing dreams, and it seemed like it might have been fun.
He's looking at you, and then you see him like looking eastward, where another dirt path that you're not going down heads off, and he looks back at you and just going, well, it's normal to have dreams like that. So,
Oh, no, not that sort of dream. That can be... No, it's not a bed ruiner.
he closes his eyes as if like, I don't want to be having this conversation, and he just goes, I'm glad.
No, magic. Being able
Magic.
to cast magic. Wizard.
You're dreaming of being a wizard.
Yeah,
Very.
felt really interesting.
It's a fanciful change for you.
Oh?
I mean, well, when you were little, you dreamt of being a knight. You dreamt of being a carpenter. You dreamt of being a smith. Wizard never came up low.
Huh. A knight. It's been a long night.
He actually just puts an arm around your shoulders, sort of patting you a bit as he just goes, listen, we've talked about the idea of you finding a different line of work, and if you want to be a guard or something, join one of the town militias, your mother will throw a fit, of course, but, we'll be supportive.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's get moving a little bit faster.
That's normally my phrase. Those dreams must certainly be affecting you. And he just chuckles to himself as he does actually start to pick up his speed.
And I'm just trying to think, who could I reach out to? I have no magic. No one might know me.
And as you follow your father northwards, apparently acting as a career pony, thinking of how to reach out, what to do, what could be happening, that's where we're going to end tonight. All right. So, what people
going to
need to be
war.
thinking of, especially for Taryc and Emalia, is not so much what you're doing in your current roles, but how you get back.
How you get
I'm the
back.
good child, and I don't have this problem.
You need to start thinking about your breakaways, how long you're sort of doing this, what you're doing.
Guys, I made a new pact.
You need to be thinking about the years ahead of reuniting with your party.
Years?
Yeah.
It's a lot of distance and a lot of inability.
Oh.
I mean, there's also the fact that we have Iala, who's going to be in the loving embrace of her mother.
Oh, that's a whole nother problem. We're not.
I have admiration. I have admiration of my compatriots. I have glory. I have respect.
Think about things, because I will tell you, this is not a story of a quick solve.
Ugh. Oh, murder some nobles.
I killed a mage tower again.
Yeah. Again.
Hey, the first time was at the bequest of somebody I wanted to be the perfect servant to. Second time was in her memory.
Did it.
It was in her memory. Yeah. All right, I will stop the recording nowish.